Bronwyn Tyrrell, financial stylist here at Vivid Advisors in Wodonga. The question I'm answering today is, what's the go with income protection? Do I need it? Isn't my private health insurance sufficient to cover me? And I think I have some form of cover in my super fund. Isn't that enough? So first of all, I want to ask you this. What would happen if you were unable to work due to injury or illness? So you may have some sick leave or even annual leave up your sleeve that you could utilise, but otherwise, essentially, you're not going to have any income coming in from employment. If the injury or illness that you're suffering from required some form of treatment or surgery, then yes, private health insurance or even Medicare will kick in and cover some of the costs that may arise. But that's extra costs that they're covering. It's not replacing your actual income. So what about all of the other living costs? What about your mortgage or rent, your groceries, your bills like your utilities, your gas and your electricity? How are you going to be able to afford to cover these costs if you're unable to work? So as much as we wish that it could happen, your expenses aren't going to go away if you're unable to work and unable to earn an income. So just when you thought things weren't bad enough, this causes extra financial stress, which also then causes mental and emotional stress as well. So this gives your body less chance to get better from what it is that you need to be recovering from, because it's drowning in so many levels of stress. So how nice would it be to be able to just concentrate on getting better and getting back to work without having all of these extra financial stresses on top of you? So you might think, okay, great, I need income protection, but where on earth do I start? Because there is so many options out there available. There's more options than paint cards at Bunnings, and that confuses me. I don't know about you. So you need to make sure that you know exactly what you're looking for and what's right for you. So you may have seen the amount of ads on TV for insurances these days, and that's great because it's providing people with awareness of how important it is to have cover. The problem is that they're saying that it's only $1 a day and they're not going to ask you any questions or go through any medical underwriting. How do they know if it's right for you and your situation if they haven't asked you any questions? So an income protection policy has one purpose, and that's to pay you an income if you're unable to work due to injury or illness. So imagine if you were thinking that you had cover and you were paying premiums towards a certain level of cover, and then you needed to make a claim and that company wouldn't pay because you didn't meet their policy definitions. So it didn't meet the terms and definitions in their contract. So you've essentially been paying for something that you haven't been able to claim upon. So you can also have income protection, or otherwise known as salary continuance cover, in your superannuation funds. If you do, this is great because at least you've got some cover, and some cover is definitely better than none. You need to be extremely careful with these policies though, as they can have a lot of limitations on them, and you may not be covered for what you think you are actually covered for. They may also be limited to certain employment. So if you were to change employers, you may lose the cover that you had. Now, don't get me wrong, there's many benefits of holding insurance within super or having your insurance premiums paid by your super fund. You just need to make sure that it's set up right and it suits your circumstances. One of the main benefits of having the insurance premiums paid from super is that you're not then having to fund those premiums from your own cash flow. So you don't have to fit it into your budget because it's being paid from the super fund. But of course, then the catch is that the money's coming out of the super fund, so it's depleting funds for retirement. So again, it's really important to just make sure that it's the right balance to suit you and you. So we're really passionate about helping clients make sure they've got the right covers in place, the right structures in the right way to suit their individual needs. You don't want to be building up an awesome financial future and then have it all fall away underneath you because you don't have sufficient insurances in place. So if you'd like to discuss this further with us or need any help at all in getting through the amount of options out there, get in contact with us. We would love to help you. All right, that's all for today. See you soon.
Players.